everybody! I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. My day has been going... Okay, it's been a little bit silly. Actually, no, the whole, last, couple of days have been a little bit silly. So, fun fact, last night, I got to do basically nothing at work because, all the things that I work with are electronic, and the electronic program that I use for basically everything that I do was completely down. So I just got to sit at work and do nothing. Some people would say that that is a great time, and while at the end of the day, I got to have a chill day, man, I wish that I was doing Minecraft lore. But that's what we're here for today. That's what we're here for today. We're doing some fun Minecraft lore. We're back on Astra. We're gonna do some little private stuff today. I don't know how long it's gonna take. We were trying to aim for like an hour or so, but we will see. We will see. But, I think it's gonna be a fun time, no matter how long it takes, because it's, you know what? No, I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say anything else. I think I've already spoiled too much with all my, stream stuff at this point. So, I am going to switch the music over to the funny little, lo-fi music. There we go. Put it down real quiet. Let me double check my inventory before I begin, to make sure that I'm not forgetting something. Okay, yeah, no, I remember what those books are for now. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna start off by myself for a bit. Yep, and then we're gonna head over to do some silly little stuff. So let me turn the audio on. I'm gonna go on to the screen, and then there we go. All right. So let's get into character real quick, and we will see. Where do I want to start today? You know what? I'm gonna start in the kitchen. Gravedigger needs to cook something, I guess. All right, I'm gonna spin. I'm gonna get into lore, and I will see you guys on the other side of it. So, whoop. I feel like I should make some more things for links, perhaps. I'm not exactly sure what I could make that isn't just more pastries, though. Maybe perhaps something... Some chicken, perhaps. I have to actually get some more chicken, but... I do think that is something I could do. Then again, I suppose I would need to get some more vegetables, and while my farm has some... You know what I could do? I did actually need to stop by Healing today. The other time when I was out, there was mentions of that cemetery that already was there. I do need to restock on candles at some point as well. I don't exactly have very many. Well, these will have to do for now. At least for the entrances and exits. I would at least like to survey the area, perhaps give them some peace of mind over there at the cemetery that's already sitting by Kaelin. Sitting by Gabriel's, I suppose, castle? Home? I don't know exactly how I would describe it. But just leaving it sitting there feels like a waste of time at this point. And while I have just been sitting around and recovering, I do believe that walk shouldn't be that horrible on me today. Right, and that should be what I get up to today. Is there any other candles? I do have some white. That's usually for well after everything. Do not need blue, do not need purple. Black, definitely not. I did appreciate the gift from Thimble, but I will have to wash that dye out. I would have to imagine that not every single one that's buried there is meaning of a black candle. I suppose I will have to get my dyes in order. The one that I need, I definitely do not have enough of. Right. It's probably not a good idea for me to be walking this way, but... it is the trek that I make. And... I should perhaps put this back before I go walking now. No. Or perhaps any other thing. On my way back, I suppose I'll go by the community farm, get some of the crops that are there, in order to actually make some, well, something a little bit more than just pastries and breads. This should be fine. This is such an unorganized bag. Everything constantly unorganized. Perhaps at this point I should just pay someone to organize my things for me. I know Silk's mentioned liking to organize things. I'll use this as a light. I don't believe anyone's up at this hour. So it should just be as easy as walking over there, getting my bearings, getting the bearings of that area, and then going back. And then, just in case if I do start today, at least one bag. I'm sure I have others around already, but it doesn't hurt to be prepared. There we are. Right. Let me make my way over then. It has been very quiet recently since the last time that I was out. I suppose that's probably for the better, honestly. Still need to get more candles, though. The never-ending quest for candles. Perhaps I will also have to see if the area for bees is open yet. At least to the general public. I should perhaps ask for assistance in moving that, but I must admit I am disappointed that it was never actually used. At least as far as I was able to tell. They did move their things out, though, so I would assume they at least came back for them. I wish I'd gotten a chance to meet them, but, well, I suppose knowing that they safely made their way out is good enough. As for everything else... It's a shame there isn't a vegetable field over here. Then again, I suppose that's only Artie's field. I do have to wonder if any of the others have made any progress in finding him. Or finding them, I suppose. I suppose I've never actually asked Artie that question. About what they prefer. I suppose them will have to... would be better. Hey, Autumn. Yeah. Yeah, you know, it'd be like that. For the record, I've never actually seen the Children of the Corn. But I felt like it was fitting. Yeah, hi, Autumn. We're walking over to... business today. I'm not saying any more than that. Alright. Let's see. So we should have a movie day and watch Children of the Corn just so we can figure out what the heck I've referenced and if I've made a grave error. Right, okay. Now I gotta get back into the character. Let's see. Other than that, though, it does seem like Kalian has been exactly as the same as the last I've seen it. No major business going on here. No festivals either, which is a bit of a shame, but I suppose you can't have everything happening all at once. Although it certainly felt like it. I should have my lantern out as I walk. Right, make our way over. Get some... Take a moment to stop by the cemetery. Take a moment to stop by the fields and get some crops. Take a moment to... whatever. You can stay over there if you wish. And then it won't be as difficult to... Oh, someone's left a crafting table here. Wonder what might be the reason for... Good evening, Corbett. I see that I've stumbled upon something that I suppose I should not have. Right, of course. Also, out of character for speaking, I can't hear you. There's no need to point a weapon at me. Hang on, I'm gonna see if I'm gonna refresh and I'm gonna crash. Hang on. No? Okay, it's not me. You might be about to crash. I'm so sorry. Nope, I was the one that was about to crash. Never. Oh, this is awful. This is wretched. That's such awful timing. That's such wretched and awful timing. As soon as we get over there. As soon as we do. I love Minecraft. I hate Minecraft. I hate Minecraft. Okay. Alright. Okay. Well, we're gonna load back in, and nothing's gonna change. Awful timing. Absolute. I was like, it's gotta be voice chat. And I know as soon as I deafen, and then I realized that I muted myself and I didn't deafen myself, and I was like, it's 100% me, isn't it? It's 100% me. I didn't even know, and I knew. Alright. Luckily, this mod pack has already loaded back up. Every time! Every time! Alright, hang on. Don't worry. I've already loaded back in, so we're gonna... It's gonna be normal. I'm gonna hear you. It's gonna be perfectly fine. Alright, hang on. Moment of truth. Moment of truth.
Oh, are we alive? Are we back?
I think we are back, and I can hear you, yeah.
Okay.
Alright, redo!
Redo!
Yeah,
From what point? You might just like have Corbett turn around and be like, huh?
Yeah, and on my point of view, I was like, I don't know if he's just being quiet or not.
Okay. We can just go back from there then.
Alright, okay, yeah.
You should not have seen that.
It definitely seems like I shouldn't have.
No, definitely not.
I'm not moving,
What
but...
are you doing around at this time of night, actually?
I was heading towards the other cemetery. I'd been asked to clean things up.
You know what? I could be in use of your services, actually. If you wouldn't mind.
Hmm? I definitely will, but there's no need to point a weapon at me. I promise.
Well, you know now, so not like you can do much about it. Just in case, though.
Understandable, I believe. I do not think I will be running off.
I have a couple bodies I need moved.
I see. Would it be awful of me to ask exactly what has happened with this?
These people deserve to die? Not much about that. Other than the world's better off without them.
You truly believe so?
Well, I could show you evidence, but I don't think I should dig myself a deeper hole.
Well, I suppose we are digging holes at the moment.
A couple holes. Needed anyway. God, why'd you have to walk out? Why'd you have to pass by here? Nobody's up at this time of night.
I suppose I'm usually an odd one in being awake at interesting hours.
Damn it.
Do you mind if I?
Fine, then. No, yeah. Go right ahead. You're the Gravedigger, right?
Yes.
Got that in mind.
I wasn't sure if you were going to be opposed to me going down there, thinking that I might do something otherwise.
I can promise you I'm gonna watch you if that's what you mean.
Of course.
Clean this up anyway, but
Of course.
oh God. All the places, out of all the places, out of all the people. God damn it.
If it does help in some way, you are not the first person I've walked upon messing with the body.
Really?
I do run the cemetery.
Well, now you're in for a job then. Got a couple more bodies. This way. Might as well. You ain't seen anybody else this time of night, have you?
No.
We're digging ourselves holes.
I suppose in more ways than one.
More ways than one, yeah.
If I may ask, I suppose, as we're doing this, how many do you have out here?
It's been a while. How about 8, 9 maybe? Not more.
I see. It's quite a few bodies.
I like they didn't deserve it. Where's the last one? These came from a while ago. Was out of town for quite a bit, and I feel like the ground kind of shook up since I couldn't rotate the crops as well as I should have.
Taking all the moisture that they can. Crops and vegetation don't tend to grow easily over skeletons.
No. Great cover though.
Especially if no one, I suppose, regularly moves the crops around. Other than yourself.
Exactly. Now the rest of them I ain't too sure. No, the one I do know, actually. Come with me. I hung around even before, fixing up my farmhouse and stuff. I was an attitude. Not like you're gonna say anything to anybody, though.
I will not.
Right? Good. How I got this scar here on my face was from one of the retired/deceased guards from Aventine back then. But unlike her, you're gonna get a piece of why I do what I do. When I first came around these parts, I discovered this place obviously isn't the kindest to people less than them. Hybrids especially. And I just come from an interesting place where I saw what happened to people firsthand when hybrids weren't treated well.
I see.
There's a whole market for selling, trading, abusing, torturing, murdering hybrids just for the fun of it. I've seen the look in people's eyes.
I see why you think they deserve it, then.
Oh no, they do. These cages had to prove anything. This one's been probably down there for a while. But at least I'm better than them, because I actually buried the motherfuckers.
Instead of keeping them in a bag upon themselves.
Cages. What kind of person treats another living being like that? When their right mind think they can trade other people.
Certainly not a good one.
Sentient beings, really.
Huh?
You'd think there'd be a bit more compassion in this world.
Unfortunately, compassion is sometimes hard to come by.
Had a business meeting recently. I had to go to the crops. So might as well be on time, man. Should be somewhere around here, I gather. That's the nice thing with tall crops. You can't really see over them unless you dig through it. Now, you said you were going to another graveyard?
I am, yes. The cemetery right over that way.
Ah. That place has been ruined for ages.
It has.
What are you doing over there?
Cleaning things up. I suppose... Well, I suppose I should ask for your opinion then, if you're going to be moving these bodies anyway. Were you planning on just putting them in different places in these fields?
Well, considering the fields are usually good cover, yeah. Nobody wants to question unmarked graves somewhere in random places. If you don't give them a grave, then people won't really question it, because you don't really go looking for graves in the middle of a cornfield, would you?
True. But I suppose when they are discovered, then it makes it more obvious that something is wrong. Like I've mentioned to you, it is not the first time that I've been noticed when someone is dealing with a dead body. I've had my fair share of unmarked graves before. And while a cornfield would probably be a good place for burying bodies, you know another place that people normally don't look for bodies?
That would be...
a cemetery.
Well, I'll be... Well, I think that's about all the bodies rounded up that I can remember. At least the ones that are digging up the... Or not digging up, really. Causing the shit in the soil here. It's making it harder for things to grow. Gotta shift these seeds anyway. How about we go look at your grave of yours? Cemetery, you said?
Of course. Although, would you prefer the one that's closer here or the one that I actually run?
What's the chance of people checking either one?
I suppose more foot traffic comes along my cemetery. If you're looking for people
for the
to...
unmarked one, then.
Right. Then would you like for me to lead the way, or since you still have the lead, I suppose?
Keeping an eye on things is all. Well then!
Oh, perhaps maybe lead is not a good idea right now.
Oh no, well... Oh god! Oh god, they're going after you!
Maybe, hey, Hey, do you want to come up here by any chance?
Hold on, hold on. Alright then.
Huh.
Now that that's taken care of. Kind of, actually, hold on.
I don't know if I can
Good
put into
lord.
word how much I hate revenants.
Hmm. Do you see the horde of them back there?
Not entirely.
Where? They're back here.
Oh.
Dude. Come on then. Back up on the fence. Why are they chasing you? Good lord.
It's probably because of the bodies if I had to make a small assumption.
Probably.
They are drawn by the dead after all. Especially those that were unhappy in life.
Don't get up out of the ground. That's... Stay dead. Stay dead. Alright then. Back to the regularly scheduled program.
I don't think so, actually.
No! No, we're gonna run. You know what? I'm running.
Oh, okay.
I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered.
Out of character, God, I hate the revenants so much.
I hate them too. Out of all the nights to just go stressing about, there has to be a revenant somewhere. God damn.
It's not Astralore if it's not at least a little
It's
bit
not
scum.
Astralore if it's not scum.
Mhm.
Alright then. Back in character.
Mhm.
I will murder your bloodline. I probably already have murdered your bloodline, actually.
Yeah. It doesn't have much of a bloodline left if it is a skeleton.
Anyway.
Right.
You said these graves are unmarked?
Unmarked, yes. And unfortunately, some of them have been defaced.
Alright then. I swear to whatever is out there.
This is the unfortunate tragedy that comes with this cemetery, is that while many people don't come here, unfortunately the undead have found their ways to make it their own.
Certainly put them back in their graves as they want. Anyway. Put them in the back here. That's definitely not inconspicuous.
I'm trying to find a good spot, I suppose.
Anywhere that don't draw attention.
I don't think most things will draw attention here. Like mentioned, many people do not come around this area.
Oh, but there's still a call if something's freshly dug. Somebody does come looking. But the first person they go ask is the Gravedigger.
Perhaps. But I also will be working on the cemetery very shortly. And seeing as there are already so many graves that are unearthed, it would not be, I suppose, unnoticed for there to be freshly dug things.
Was this here when you were last here? This blood. Gold.
I believe so.
Good. Could you please knock it off? All right then. Let's get digging. These should be good enough, right?
This one? I believe so.
Goodness gracious. That all the body parts?
It is, yes.
Just make sure. Alright.
Genuinely, I have no reason to hide burying corpses from you.
No, but there's certainly a reason for you to run to a guard about why I'm killing people.
I don't think there is much reason for me to say anything.
Really? And
I
that
s-
reason being?
At the end of the day, I simply wish for those who are dead to be buried in proper ways. If I say anything, I doubt that you will let me keep doing that, I suppose.
I don't think I would. You knew how much this means to me. You wouldn't walk out of here alive.
Not to mention, I think, even if I do believe that those who are deceased deserve a proper burial, I do understand why you're doing what you do.
So what's your thought on Aventine and their usual way going about things?
With hybrids, or do you mean just in general?
Both, really.
Well, I know with the situation with hybrids, it has gotten at least quite a bit, for the most part, better than what it used to be. I used to live in this town as well. I've seen some of the things that you've spoken about. Not exactly, I suppose, the black bark pit, I suppose, that you mentioned, but the ways that hybrids are treated is not right. But it has gotten at least somewhat better.
It ain't much my business to share. However, when I was younger, I lived in an estate with my father. My mother passed away at some point when I was a bit younger than that, and we had a harpy that would live with us. My father was fond of him. For some reason, and I never really questioned it. I was young at the time. It's my normal. But then one day I came home and there was blood everywhere. One of the first times I knew something's wrong because the back door was unlocked. I came in, found feathers, bones, blood, flesh, or whatever. My father on the ground in the basement, to my horror, where I had discovered why he liked harpies so much. There were severed wings, legs, parts strung up all over the walls in this cellar that he wouldn't let anyone go into. And that harpy that used to live with us was gone. And I assumed, for all the bits that I had seen that my father got was coming to him, he had kept them as a pet, as decoration for the... Didn't even treat them like people. It never occurred to me. I was so young. I had my own bedroom, and there would be a closet space instead for them. Her. And it never really made much sense to me why. Till now. Where I saw the just desserts. And for a long time I thought it had went under my nose, right under my face. All those years of mistreatment and stuff I was ignorant to. Just because of some pretty words. So, forgive me if I don't really quite have full confidence in just words in this situation.
I understand that. And I'm sorry that's something you had to see as a child. That's something that anyone would have to see in general.
It is what it is.
It shouldn't have to be.
But damn right about that. So, I guess my question to you is, why don't you think you should go run to the Aventine Guard? I know, it's more in Kalian, but they're usually the ones that get the stuff, and Kalian just turns a blind eye. All of it, really.
And Aventine's more the one to execute someone for it. Is what you're...
So what's your excuse? Other than wanting to see people buried properly that some probably don't even deserve it. What's your reason, eh?
Well, if you're looking for an answer other than pretty words, I suppose, I do not know if I can give that to you. I know that many people look at the cemetery that I have and see it as just the place where executed magic users lie. At least for the majority of them. And I know many people do not have confidence as to my motivations, but I can tell you that I am sympathetic towards your cause.
Alright then. And even if I exactly don't believe in those pretty words I said, an explanation still can go a right way if you're being sincere. So let's speak just cause.
Then I suppose to explain my own views.
The dead's listening, so.
That is correct. The dead are pretty good listeners, though. Like I've mentioned, I've been in this town for longer than I believe most people have been around. Although, I suppose that isn't saying much considering people move away, people travel here from many different areas. I have seen the injustices that hybrids have gone through. Perhaps not to the extent that you have, I suppose, in the moment, but I've seen the ways that they've ended up in afterwards. Even when I was young, I've seen things such as that. I do not believe that anyone should be, I suppose, brutalized in a way. Like you mentioned, you also had the decency to bury them. Many would not.
Have you seen Paracosm?
I have. Unfortunately, yes.
And that's barbaric.
Definitely. It stands as a staple, well, as a statement to threaten those who are different. Barbaric, really.
It's one thing to say, you know, the magic things. I feel like everybody's got a little bit at least discomfort about it, but people have this misconception that hybrids are inherently magic themselves. And that ain't the case.
That is not the case, no.
Something about it ain't right. I mean, you ever seen Thimble or even what's her name? Blanche. You look real close, and it ain't none of my business, but they've got numbers branded on them.
I have seen that.
It's just... right. None of it.
No one should have to live wondering what price they have to others.
No. And I feel like, at least people recently, we've gotten to Abington very, very often, but go there and people act like everything's fine. Like all the bodies that they've put in the water haven't soaked the whole thing in red. It smells like blood everywhere you step over there.
River tastes like iron for a reason.
When they go around their business, everything's fine. Everybody's friendly. It's just...
It's an odd change based
fake
on him.
smiles. It is. It's disturbing more so than I think what other people would like to admit. I feel like something's lying in wait.
You feel like something's going to happen.
So many constant Bargus attacks. You wonder whether or not there was something wrong. You know that thing's an omen of death, right?
Yes, I do.
Even now. Smell death in the air. Even without the bodies. Now, I know we don't got any more bodies to bury, but I would like to see your other graveyard. I've only seen it once, I think.
Of course. If I may ask, how long have you been doing this? You've mentioned when you were young you discovered things with your father. How long have you, I suppose, been in the notion of taking out those who would do injustice?
Well, let me think. Definitely been a bit. Probably around 5 to 4 years, give or take.
I see.
At least in sort of a not a professional capacity. I don't know if that's the right word for this, but see, getting out myself that trouble.
In a way that you're actively seeking out what you do, I suppose.
Well, I'm in the market for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
You said you were doing business with somebody to fix up that graveyard.
Yes. The Baron that lives on top of the hill.
Ah, Mr. Arif.
Yes.
You know, I got like-minded business partners then.
I believe he's doing business with a few people, if I do recall him mentioning.
I need to, again, like I said, I need to do crop rotation around here. But I was speaking to him about what crops and such to keep in the community farm and what his family would sell. More so recently, I've been putting up buildings such as the watermill and the windmill, and that comes with its own sort of products it needs to
Mhm.
function correctly. Even the cows, I got some a pasture back up there. Lucky enough for him to give them to me, but you know.
I know you've been working on the bee sanctuary, was it?
Apiary / tree nursery.
Apologies, I wasn't sure the correct term.
I mean, like most people really don't. You know, you'd think they'd clean up the festival going about.
Hmm. Well, perhaps the next time then another festival rolls around.
Hmm. You usually conduct your business real late.
Hmm?
Do you usually conduct your business when everybody else is out for the night?
Usually.
Hmm.
It's easier to get things done when you're not, I suppose, wondering if someone else is going to be coming across the cemetery.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? You'd think. You really would think.
I suppose I just picked a bad day to come through here simply to look at the cemetery. Funnily enough, I had been planning on going to the field, though, so I suppose no matter what, this was going to be inevitable.
Let's say.
And you've never had anyone come across you when you're doing this before.
Well, it has been a bit since
I
I've
see.
buried those bodies. Plus, from the last time I was in Aventine, I got slashed the face, so I think I'm good for a bit.
Ah, the scar that you have.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So...
Oh?
This is it.
This is
I was
it,
here
yes.
one time when Wes was going through the moon.
Ah,
thing, or whatever
yes.
they like to call it. But getting a good look around the place. There it is.
You'll find that many of the graves are currently unmarked.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, as I was redoing many of the headstones, unfortunately, my records have gone missing since then, so.
I heard you had a... What's it called? Explosion happened here a while ago?
I did, yes.
I take it people ain't thinking about it too kindly of you burying magic users, habits, or whatever they're like.
No. This cemetery has often been a point of contention, I suppose.
What made you take it on, though?
It was a family business, but it's a bit more than that, I suppose. It felt important to me to make sure that all of those, even those that the towns would despise for one reason or another, were buried in some way.
Let's see. Now, these are mausoleums,
Yes.
correct?
There isn't very many of them. There are some. Seems, let's see, at least one underground burial area as well. And that, unfortunately, is just a hole in the ground. I don't tend to bring much attention to the graves themselves.
No, I can tell by the tall prairie grass you got around here.
Mm-hmm.
I like to keep it that way.
It's
Got
more
there
respectful
before.
for the dead as well.
Hmm. Don't bring attention to them?
Yes.
After they're dead? Really? You'd think one would like to be remembered.
Well, it's different remembering a person as they were alive rather than remembering their tombstone. To remember someone in their life is valuable. It keeps their memory alive in a way that remembering a body does not.
Hmm.
Remembering a body spits in the face of the legacy that they led.
Hmm. I noticed last time I was around here, the trinkets left for him.
Yes.
Interested?
Oh, I left those there.
Really?
Yes. Like I said, I have some records, but unfortunately for some of the those buried,
Hmm.
still,
Not all of them?
not all of them though. But at least for the ones that I do have records for, I can at least, I suppose, refresh their memory. Have a ritual, I suppose, to sit and, I suppose, just speak to the graves. The energy here has been a bit off since the explosion that happened and the subsequent graffiti and everything.
So, something like that don't scare you? People come bombing the place?
I wouldn't say it was pleasant, per se, but
Nah, but what I'm saying is, you said pretty words can't, you know, do anything. Like I said, but actions can. So that doesn't scare you?
Hmm.
People threaten your life? In the name of what you think is right? Burying people, even if they don't deserve it?
it is terrifying in a sense, but my duty is important.
Why? Why do you feel that way?
You've lived here before, correct? Did you happen to know the previous person that ran this cemetery? You would not remember his name, but...
No.
Hmm.
Again, I tried to avoid the usual public spaces. Not that
That's understandable.
graveyard is much of a public space, but it's definitely an open field with a bunch of bodies, and I don't want to be associated with bodies.
It's understandable. And I suppose not many people visited back then. My father was a bit of a odd one, I suppose.
Hmm.
At one point, he made quite a bit of effort to curse the moons nightly.
Really?
Oh yes, it was quite a bit of a talk in town until, unfortunately, it backfired.
Hmm.
He,
How so?
well, at some point the moons don't like to be cursed, and so they cursed him back. Cursed his legacy to not be around anymore. Unfortunately, for any sake of graves burying those who are here, not a name can be written down for him.
Hmm.
I suppose it's to honor what legacy that can be remembered of him that I do this. Because I know that he cannot have it for himself.
Hmm. So you ain't resentful about anything? Even with the foolish action of, you know, cursing the moon?
I do not find it helpful to be resentful of it.
Hmm. Interesting. I didn't realize you could see the nursery from here.
Oh, yes.
That's something. Probably saw how many times I fell off that goddamn roof.
I tend not to, try and pay attention to what other people's are doing privately, unless I accidentally stumble upon them in a cornfield.
There's something else in it. Interesting.
That would be the souls that are trapped inside of Apollyon.
I beg your finest pardon?
Oh, I suppose that is not public knowledge that many people know of.
No, it ain't. Well, alright then. May the dead man tell no tale.
I suppose so.
Certainly says something that the living do, though. Ain't it?
Definitely. I had been asked to make a memorial, I suppose, for them. I know not many people have kind thoughts towards Apollyon, but...
Considering what the devil did, you really blame him?
No, I don't blame them at all. But...
I guess I have respect for you, kinda. Considering people that are buried here. I'm all the same. That's something, that's respectful. I feel, again, with what I experienced with my father, having one day where smiling, acting all kind, and then behind closed doors, acting a completely different way. That's something else.
The unfortunate thing is a lot of people will do that.
Definitely. Assuming this just goes out to the field.
Yes. At one point there was a path leading back to the rest of the pathway, but it's since faded.
I could put a path up to the... I more so recently got the path all set up for the nursery. If you want me to fix up the path, I could certainly work on something.
I would not be opposed to that. After all, at some point I probably will be going to that aviary quite a bit. There are quite a bit of candles that are needed.
I could see that. I was, reminds me I was talking about Baron, Aerith, Gabriel, whatever he wants to be called. And we were making a business trade, and he wanted candles as well. Considering how big that castle is, I'm surprised he ain't come to me sooner.
Well, different candles at different meetings, and I like to make sure that they all have their proper meanings.
You know, people say flowers and meanings. I'm assuming this is your house?
Yes.
Certainly seems house stuff, but...
Would you like to come inside, or...?
Sure.
It's not much of anything, but... it is a home.
No, I wouldn't say so. It's the back door or something.
Yes. It just goes down to the basement area.
Alright then. Fairly small, considering how tall you are. At least I'm assuming that's your height. You kind of love that kind of everything.
No, it is quite small, but it is my childhood home. I do not feel correct in changing too much of it, even if I'm the only one living here now.
Wow. Certainly something else. I think I should have done this a while ago. Let me
Oh.
set you through there. Sorry about that.
I understand.
Yeah, again, it's understandable. You're doing some business. You don't expect people to walk across and then have somebody come up and ask you what you're doing.
No, I can't imagine seeing someone walking up as you're digging up a corpse is anything that anyone expects to see. Then again, I suppose most people don't come up to someone digging up a corpse.
No. This is the last time I had something happen like that. I got permit scar prove it. So you should try to conduct my business a bit quieter.
Out of the public eye. I understand that. And I apologize for startling you.
People me laxo when you can point a side and a crossbow at you. Thank you for not immediately screaming and running a usual.
Well, screaming and running wasn't going to help understand the situation, was it?
More people should think like you. I'll probably get out of your hair. Although, if I ever hear that you did tell anybody about this, anyone at all, you will be joining the dead here. You understand me? And
Then,
if you run,
may I ask what the story I should be telling people is? In the off chance that someone asks what...
the spots in the field?
Yes.
I would say tell people that usually most people don't know this, but typically every couple years or so, even months even, you need to rotate crops, or else the soil around them will get all dried up and what have you. Usually that's what people do for cattle as well. Nutrients out of the soil and the grass around the area gets taken if you don't tend to it enough. Usually rotating seeds helps with that because the way that roots grow is different, very different plant to plant. So if anybody asks about those dry patches in the earth, tell them it's been a bit too long since I've maintained fields. That is true, but a bit more to it than what you gotta say.
And that is what I will tell them.
I appreciate that.
Of
You
course.
have a good rest of your night, Gravedigger.
You as well. That is not what I expected to come across today. Then again, I suppose many people do not plan to be held at crossbow point. Or actively shot at crossbow point. But... it ended fine. I suppose at some point... Well, I suppose it becomes even more important for me to work on that cemetery now then, huh? Perhaps not tonight, though. I do believe that after that shot, I don't actually want to go anywhere. Or the being dragged around, or the multiple other things that just occurred. Not to mention that if someone is so willing as to point a weapon at someone for stumbling across them, I do not believe that he would stick around in order to make sure I didn't immediately go to the guard, but I suppose sticking at home would be less frightening for him, regardless. I had notes I needed to write anyway. Notes and organization and working on multiple things and... oh, and here I thought tonight the worst I was going to be doing is walking over that way. Alright, okay. I don't know if I have anything left that I need to do in lore. So this is all canon that what I'm going to be doing next, but what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be getting out of lore in order to organize things. Because I'm going crazy looking at my inventory at the moment. So in character, all of this stuff is happening with my little guy. But it is going, like... I'm not going to be in character as I'm doing it. So, yap time. Yep. Alright. So, here's what I'm going to do, is I'm gonna I should have given Corbett the dirt back. I didn't give the dirt back. That's probably gonna be an in-character, like, hey, by the way, you're dirt, bro. Sort of thing. So let me do some organization. Let me clear out at least one of these bags, I think, is my goal. And then I'm gonna end, I think, for the day. Also, I'm looking at that lasso that I have, and the funny realization that I could have, in fact, lassoed Corbett back. Now, do I think that my character would do that? No, but the thought still stands there. The dirt. I know, man. It's so hard to come by dirt in this economy. Alright, let me see. Let me toss the weapons and stuff that I don't use. I'm gonna try and get rid of that pickaxe. Egg I can put with the other eggs. Cocoa beans, cactus. I'll put the cactus in the crops chest. Oop, there we go. Yeah, I don't really have a spot for cocoa beans. And then eggs I'll put upstairs. Do I have a spot for olives in the back? Let me see what crops I have there. There is not a spot for olives. I did have a little patch for olives, I think. And this is more fruits and junk, so not there, so... I am going to take one of the rice out, I think. And put in olives. And I'll add another chest at some point. That one's fine. There we go. Olives. There we go. And then sweet potato we can put with the sweeter stuff. Or the stuff that can be used in sweet things. I don't know if sweet potatoes can, but we'll find out one way or another. Strawberry. We already got strawberry seeds, so I can just compost all of these. There we go. Okay. Actually, I'll throw the weapons and stuff I'm not using right now into this bag because I was very confused as to my rearranging of things before. So let me... Mending, Silk Touch. You go in the box. And then this is all the little trinkets. So trinkets can go in there. All the various, like, enchanted stuff that I have, I'll throw in this bag as well. Up, 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 up. The random little cages that I have. And actually, out of character, I do need to run into Aventine, because we had a tragedy happen with a critter, and I'm gonna replace their critter. Like, out of character, a tragedy happened with the critter, so I feel fine replacing it out of character and running over there. Alright, yeah, okay, that's all my random junk that I don't really use that much. There's that one too. Okay, alright, that's feeling a lot better. I'll put the hammer in there. Do I have a place for rutabaga? Is rutabaga a crop that I have somewhere? I think I do. Yeah, I do have... No, that's turnips. Why did rutabaga and turnips look so close? Alright, we're gonna just replace one of them with turnips, I feel. Turnip, turnip. Alright, and then I'll add another chest soon enough. I'll go get the dirt where it needs to go. I'll make another little bag, I think. I like using the bags. Makes it look fancy. Alright. There we go. Alright. Oh, Hiccup. Hiccup, where did you come from? Alright, and then I'll grab some of the flax from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Grab some string. And we will deliver the dirt back. Dirt. Alright. Because I know where Corbett's at, so I don't have to worry about running into them in character. At least I'd hope. So we're gonna run over, we're gonna put the dirt back, and then I'll find something else to do in the meantime. Because, you know, I like having somewhat longer streams. But, you know, I'm really glad that I actually got a chance to interact with Corbett. It's a shame that every other, like, awful, terrible Revenant decided today was the day that it was going to show back up. Oh, goodness gracious. Alright. We're actually gonna put this, I think, next to Corbett's house, I think. Unless Corbett is in the house. In which case, we'll just put it next to one of the other, like, fields or something like that. And maybe I should also have some berries in the meantime. In the out-of-character sense, I know that this is just dirt. And, like, you know, it's Minecraft dirt. But in an in-character sense, it did have dead bodies in it, which means that it does still have, like, parts of the dead, essentially. And if it, at the very least, isn't exactly normal. Oh my god, my shaders! Oh wait, hang on a second. I've found that if I don't have something in my hand, then it doesn't freak out like that. And I don't know why it does that. It's only when lurking in certain directions and at certain things. And I don't know what those certain things are, and I don't know what the things that I have to hold to make that happen are. I know torches, because I usually have torches in my hand. Okay, alright. We still got... Alright, let's see. Alright. They still aren't over here. So that should be fine. I'll just double check to make sure. At some point in character, the Gravedigger does come back over here, I'm thinking, and make sure that there's no, like, dried blood left here. Okay, alright. Well, it looks like we are good to deliver some dirt back to Corbett. Does Corbett have a mailbox? Oh, Corbett, do you have a mailbox? No? Okay. Corbett, you should have closed your door. Oh, hello, eyes. Corbett, do you not have a mailbox? You need to have a mailbox. I'm about to make Corbett a mailbox. Not really, actually. Alright, okay. So here's what we're gonna do. Is we're gonna put the dirt from today. We're gonna put that right... Oh, I'm silly. There's the... We're gonna put that there. And that's gonna be that. You got your dirt back. Yippee! Oh my god! Oh, did not mean to do that. Oh yeah, and also give them their item frames back for the things that were on the ground. Alright, there we go. Okay. Out of character, in character, like I said, the Gravedigger definitely came back and made sure all of the stuff was not, like, looking super disturbed. But I will let them figure out how exactly they want things placed, essentially. Me and my silly little guy in his silly little grave business. You know, I could just do home. I'm not in character right now. There we are. Okay. Right. So now what am I gonna do? I don't know, actually. I have a letter that I need to write, but I hate writing letters on stream simply because, like, I don't know what to, like, say as I'm writing because I get locked in on, like, the writing part. So I don't think about the actually saying things out loud part. I feel like I'm organized enough, like, to, like, fill, like, 2 streams at this point. I do so much organizing, it's not even funny, because I go out and explore a lot. And I would go out and explore again right now, except A, it's dark, and B, they're doing lore, and I don't want to get them with travel lag, essentially. Even if it's just, like, us on the server right now, I'd be afraid of, like, causing, like, travel lag. You know what? Hang on. I might actually... Oh, you can make a salad? Hello? Huh, that's good to know. Okay, you know what? I'm actually going to... I think make some salad for good old Lanksy boy. We're gonna make broccoli salad. Because it sounds a little bit silly, and I think that it'd be goofy if I rolled up with broccoli salad. So we're gonna get our bucket. Do I have another bucket somewhere? I thought I did. Oh, they're in my hand. Yeah, that would probably be the... where I could find more buckets. Let me go down below, I think. Grab a wait, no. That's not my renewable source of water. Have I never set up a renewable source of water down here? I should do that. Alright, it's in the back, though. Alright, let's make some salad. To make sure that boy gets food. Oh, here's water. Alright. Yippee! Okay, we're gonna make some mozzarella. Then we're gonna figure out what ingredients go in with the chicken and the vegetables. Obviously the vegetable plate. It's gonna be you, and it's gonna be you. Alright. Okay, so chicken and vegetables is chicken, veggies, and then I know you can put potions in there. Should I put a potion in there? Do I have a potion I could put in there? I got splash potions, but I don't want to do that. Because I know if I put water in, it just gives hunger, and I don't like that. I really don't like that. Okay, so... I might have... Wait, no, I do have potions! Hang on, I don't know how the things that Thimble gave the Gravedigger canonically work. These? Oh, but it's splash potions. Oh, okay, so... Did they only fit splash potions? Can you turn them into normal potions? I guess I'm about to find out. Alright, let me grab... I've got bottles somewhere in here, don't I? The answer to that seems to be no. Oh, I do. I do have bottles. Okay. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see if I can figure out how to get this to work. Or if it's just gonna turn it into a splash potion, so... Yep. Yeah, okay, it just turns it into a splash potion. Will it still cook into a delicious little chicken sandwich if it's a splash potion? Or not... Whatever. You know what I mean. And then splash potion... We'll get a bowl. We'll get a bowl. We'll get a bowl. We'll get a... Okay. Not that one. Yeah, that'll be fine. Spruce. I'm gonna find my bowls afterwards. And actually, I think I already remember where my bowls are. And then we'll try it. Oh, it will. Oh, okay. Based. Alright, I really just want one, so that way I can make a broccoli salad. So... So it's the chicken and vegetables, tomato, cabbage, another bowl. Why does it still give hunger? Okay, I have a feeling that's not even gonna matter once I make it into a broccoli salad. So... we got chicken and vegetables, tomato, cabbage. Do I have tomatoes in here? I need to carry more crops in here. So tomato, cabbage, and then that's broccoli. Where are you? Where are you? You! There we go. Actually, hold on a second. I've just realized something really silly about this. Oh, why does it count it as broccoli? And also cabbage? That's so weird. I don't like that. Okay, well, we've got broccoli. We've got tomato. We've got the mozzarella. We've got the chicken. Do I have a crafting table up here? I don't. I should probably put a crafting table up here. Alright, let's see. And we're going to make a broccoli salad. Okay, so it's broccoli, bop, bop. It's the mozzarella, and then I should grab the rest of my bowls. What? Okay, things I didn't realize that could be made. That. Alright, we're gonna grab another tomato after this and make that too, because why not? Now, what did I do wrong here? Do I just have to make a plain Jane chicken and vegetables? Is it gonna be a pain in the neck? Or did I just place it? I swear if I have to place it exactly this way. Okay, alright, thank God. Alright, okay, so let me try with, chicken, vegetables. So, vegetable, chicken, bowl. We'll grab just a normal water bottle. And I don't know why it gives hunger every time, but we're gonna try it. And see if maybe it'll, be kind, essentially. To my very important broccoli salad making. Actually, does it have to be specifically... Oh, it has to be specifically candlelight. Okay. Well, we're making another plate. And then we're gonna see if it even matters if I put the regeneration on the other one. I love cooking, I say, sarcastically. No, I do like cooking, though. Ow. That was mean. Alright, alright, that's what broccoli looks like on this pack, for some reason. Okay, alright. So we should be good on the broccoli front. We should be... I'm gonna grab another couple tomatoes, actually. You're the candlelight ones. Sick. There we go. Alright. Let's see if it matters. So, we're gonna try... I'm gonna look at that. That's just normal. We're gonna try putting in the regeneration one. That's normal. Okay, so it doesn't really matter that much. I guess because it's, like, part of an ingredient, right? It's, like, part of the way to an actual meal. Maybe? Okay, well, regardless, we have regeneration 2 chicken, we have broccoli salad, and we can also have tomato mozzarella salad, I guess. This can be placed? Hang on. Oh, yeah! Well, that's silly. That's goofy. Ah, and it just breaks it. Oh, okay. Well, I've learned, and it's really easy to make tomato mozzarella salad, so I don't feel that sad about it. I do feel sad in the fact that I don't have a bowl anymore, but oh well. Okay, you know, I'm gonna turn one of these books that I had from Silk's house, I believe, into a letter for Lynx. I am gonna write this one out because I want it to be shown what my scheme is on stream. Our last... I have a very big favor to ask of you. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. I just go quiet. I just go dead quiet as I'm writing. Ooh, do I have him sign the Gravedigger, or do I have him sign as Jack? I'll have him sign as Jack. Now, will he know if he hasn't taken a break? No, he won't. There we go. Alright, so, let me read this out and make sure it sounds right. Lynx, I hope you've been doing well since our last meeting. I have a very big favor to ask of you. I've been attempting to do a bit better on my cooking since many of my attempts have been lackluster at best. Would you be so kind as to try some of these recipes out and let me know what you think of them? They should be packaged in a way to make sure they stay fresh for a while. Again, I hope you've been doing well, and I hope to see you again soon. Jack. P.S. Please make sure as soon as you read this, take a small break as well. I'll know if you haven't. Kidding, of course, but please do rest. He's doing his best to remind the bunny to take a break. And he's like, you don't like doing stuff for yourself? Okay. I'm gonna word it in a way that makes you think that you're doing me a favor. I'm gonna get this boy to self-care whether he likes it or not. Alright, I've got to make another flax seed bag. Alright, okay. We're gonna do that. And then that'll probably be where I end stream. So that way I can just lock in on writing a note to a certain pumpkin man. Because it's been way too long. So probably what's going to happen is once I package this up for him, I'll lightly get back into character. And then we'll end the stream pretty soon. So let me get this ready for the Benoy. So, broccoli salad. I know that that's kind of an ingredient, and I know that the hunger isn't great, but I want to give the regeneration, so we're doing it anyway. The Gravedigger canonically is not a good cook anyway, so, like, it's fine. It's fine. Alright, let me put the book that I was writing. Nope, that's the Mr. West book. Ah, I can't put task for a friend. Friendly task. I should name these, like, all different things so that way he has to try all of them. I'm gonna do that. Broccoli salad with extra carrots. Light on tomato. And then broccoli salad. Cabbage substitute? Because I don't know why you can use cabbage instead of broccoli. I don't know why. So I'm going to make it everyone's problem that I can't figure out why you could use cabbage instead. And then, okay. So let me grab one more thing, one more set of things so I can fully fill out this bag with different goodies. And then I'm going to run over there and then I'm going to end stream. Because I want to yap with them about all of this too. So we're actually going to grab, okay, you know what? We'll grab a baked potato, because you can't mess up on a baked potato, and that's something that my character can make. I'm trying not to grab too much, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Too many pastries, because that's what he's trying to avoid. bolognese, chicken teriyaki. Oh, do I have any more chicken? I don't have any more chicken. At least I don't think. You know what? That's fine. Alright, okay. Now let me... Let me head over to Aventine then, and then I will end my stream as well. Yippee! Yay! So once I get out of here, I'm gonna get back into character lightly, just to yap because I love monologuing. I love it too much. All right, so let me do that. So, whoop. Right. Well, at the very least, I've done one. Well. One planned thing today, I suppose? I was about to say important, but, well, what happened was important. I mean, it was important to Corbett. To make sure that, well, those bodies weren't in that field anymore. I don't know if he'll get upset if I do actually properly bury them, though. Then again, that wasn't really the question to ask tonight. Maybe perhaps whenever the situation has settled a bit more. Maybe that might be something I could ask, if you would mind if I move them to proper graves in some way. But in the meantime... hopefully they will be getting one step closer to being properly in a resting place. And in the meantime, hopefully I can get... Ow. Perhaps I should be paying more attention and staying on the path. Seems Myra has some mail. Let's see. I suppose I could leave it right outside of his home, but I do like the idea of using the post office. Right. Let's see. We will take one of those. There we are. I did also want to write that letter to Wes, though. It's been quite some time since we were able to speak. Quite a lot since everything that's happened with him, honestly. Moment. It seems fitting to give more than just a few trinkets tonight. Do I have anything else of value that I could include? Oh, that sucks! That sucks! I do believe that I can give this. Right, is there a bench around here, perhaps, that I could just take a moment to write at? Perhaps at some point putting some benches around wouldn't be a bad idea. Well. This will do for now. And I suppose I could just sit and write for a moment. An interesting day to be had, that's for sure. but I do not know if I would change a thing. Perhaps getting shot, actually. I think I would change that part. And the lasso as well, and the revenants, but making sure that I could help him out in that way. I don't think I would change that. And I doubt that, well, we would really be close enough to have that conversation otherwise. There are things to be grateful for with tonight. Even if many people would see today as a bad situation. Alright, before I get jumped by a pair of eyes... Wait, can I snipe it before it gets me? Hang on. Where are you? Aha! I got it! Let's go! Alright, well, I'm gonna have that be where I end stream. I don't like looking directly at the camera. That's weird. Alright. Alright, well, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna end stream there. So thank you guys so much for watching. It was awesome doing some lore. Shout out to... let's see. I completely stumbled, and I was about to say the wrong person's name. I apologize. So, I don't know if you prefer Wisp, or if I don't know if you prefer Witch. Little Wisp Witch, aka the person that played Corbett today. It was awesome doing lore with you. Hopefully next time... Forward-facing Gravedigger can't hurt you. Forward-facing Gravedigger. Alright, well, shout out to Corbett for being so awesome and including me in this lore, even if it did explode in the beginning, and then also we got jumped at one point. Hopefully next time that we speak, it'll be, unless, say, tense terms, perhaps? Alright, well, I'm gonna go. I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate you, Autumn, as well, for being in chat. I hope you enjoyed the lore. I don't know exactly when the next time I'm gonna be doing lore is. It might be tomorrow. It might... At the very least, Friday is a definite. I don't know if there's gonna be one in between, though. We're gonna see on that front. But, in the meantime, I'm gonna head off. I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And... yeah, it was great! Oh, it was really cool. It's awesome getting to see another side of... Because we really haven't gotten much of a chance to talk between the two before this. So it was really nice to get to see a side of a Corbett that I've never gotten to see before. And I doubt that a lot of other people have as well. So, again, it was really awesome. I really appreciated it. Hopefully we'll get more chances to do more... There. I can't speak. Hopefully we will get more chances to do lore together in the future. Yes. Words. Alright, well, again, I'm gonna head off. I appreciate you guys very much. I'll see you guys whenever I see you guys next, and goodbye!